Hey guys, before we start the video, I just gotta say something. Sorry I sound so aggressive. It's just a little bit of that tism, you know what I'm saying? So I can't help that. Really apologize about that, guys, if I sound a little mean or aggressive. I just watched the footage. Had a little bit of a spurg out, it seems like. So sorry about that, guys, and sorry anyone watching, but anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks, guys, for watching. What's up, guys? I know it's been a while. I'm a busy man. That's about it. Sorry I couldn't get it done quicker. I know a lot of you wanted to update and see what happened. If you had been following on the community tab, I did post the RMA, or what they told me what was wrong with the firearm. So as you all recall, in the previous parts of this series on this rifle here, the PSA AK101. Also, sorry for a bit of an echo. We're in a shop today. It's all that footage you saw was within the last week. Today is March 28th, I think. So all this snow where I live is still here. I live in the fucking north. I'm 2 hours from Canada. Okay, it's really cold. Anyway, so before we get into it, I'm just gonna show you guys what's on the gun. We got the Midwest Industries Alpha rail 10-inch. We're still waiting for that dust cover. Taking the time, I guess, building them. Aimpoint Pro on a low profile mount. And Midwest Industries AK mount, and some grip tape. This stuff's a lifesaver, guys. If you got especially on AR-15s, if you live where I kind of live, this frozen, hellish environment, you want some tape on the end of your gun. You get that aluminum, just stops that bite from getting you. Anyway, welcome back, guys. So let's get into it. So let's get into the issues with the RMA. So what occurred to my rifle? What happened? Well, as you all saw in the previous parts, the rifle had issues of immense wear. Now, I had a lot of you boomers in the comments going, well, you should have just ran it. You should have just ran it till it blown up. Well, the gun was headspaced improperly. It was out of headspace, so no, I shouldn't have. Okay, I get that you boomers, you built your Mac 90s in the 80s, and well, my gun, you know, it has all that wear on it. It's probably because you built it incorrectly, you old bastards. Okay, so what was wrong with the gun besides the obvious? Well, for one, the major issue, the head spaced improperly from the factory. Now, this was rifle number 16 off the assembly line. Then issue number 2 was the barrel. I'm gonna have to bleep that out, sadly. The messed up barrel. Now, this seems to be a common issue. I'm gonna post some pictures. I have an email from a viewer or just a watcher of the channel occasionally who watched the series. I'll get to his part. And then there's another video I'm gonna bring up later from another guy who also had these similar issues. And I'm gonna put some pictures, if I can find them, from the ARF forums, the AR15.com forums, on the AK101 thread, where I did post, and some fellows were having this issue as well. The rough chambers in the bore. So I don't know what's going on over there at PSA, but this is a reoccurring issue I have seen from other people posting about this gun. This shouldn't be happening. I don't know what's going on over there with their barrels and they're making them. They need to check that out, see if that barrel reamer is worn out, because people are getting rough chambers. That's why the gun is getting stuck, okay? That's why rounds are getting stuck in the chamber. It's because the barrel's rough as shit. Now, how did I fix that solution? Because when the gun came back to me, it still had problems. The gun still had issues when it came back to me. Right. Well, we're gonna stop, because it's clearly not working. Done got the gas, but let's get into it, guys. I'm going to talk about these problems. Thank you. When they came back to me, it was headspaced correctly, as they say, but the chamber was still rough as shit. I'm running this chamber wet. When I shoot it, I push CLP in there. When I first got this gun back, probably 2 months later, I had the time to shoot it. First thing I did, I dumped 480 rounds through it with CLP just steaming down the barrel. Every time this thing was so hot, it looked like an old steam train, an old steam locomotive. So much shit was shooting out the top of it because I was putting so much through it. I think I fixed it. You're gonna see a couple as this is going by, me doing things. So the gun comes back to me, quote, repaired, but it still has issues. So this is some kind of underlying effect with PSA's product here, the AK101, in their chambers, in the barrels. and the bolt faces. And also as well, this is another common issue that keeps to be occurring. I'll put some pictures up on the screen here. The geometry of the bolt face and or the barrel. They are meeting on contact. Even though this gun came back to me, it's still having this issue of the bolt and the extractor smacking the shit out of each other, wearing each other down. I'll post some pictures of mine, I'll post some pictures of some others as it's talking. This is also a common issue with these guns. Now, there is a geometric issue, there's a reaming issue. Is that about it? Yeah, I guess. Besides the issues that originally occurred, this shouldn't be happening with these guns. These are $1,100 rifles. If you buy an $1,100 rifle or a $1,000 rifle, you expect it to work. I shouldn't be breaking this gun in. I'm not going to send this gun back in because I fixed the issue myself, but I want to make this clear. This shouldn't be occurring with these rifles, period. Okay? It's simple. Make sure the barrels or the chambers are polished, and just make sure the geometry of the bolt face, the extractor, and the barrel face meet properly. Because this is an occurring issue. As I said, here are the pictures on screen. And then I'm going to show an email here. I'm going to read an email from a viewer. His name is Devin Axon. I think that's how you say it. He uses Instagram. You guys should go follow him. I appreciate the email he sent me. So I'm just going to read this real quick because I know a lot of you are simpletons and you don't like to read. Okay, this is from him. Thanks for the videos you put out on the PSA AK101. I had the intention of doing about the same as you to see how they were going, but because of the lack of content on them, I messed that up a little bit. He's saying, I would have made the video as well because there was a lack of content, but thankfully you did. You know, paying for the privilege of finding issues. I had already received mine and sent it back in for PSA, or back into PSA when I found your video. So when he saw my videos, he sent it back for RMA because he was having similar issues. I noticed there was mild scarring on the extractor and the barrel when I first unboxed the gun because I went over and took close-up photos of every wear and contact surface and the rivets so I could easily reference a fresh rifle compared to the used rifle that I had just shot. I had shot about 100, 200 rounds through mine and then sent it back in for warranty work. The process was painless and I was advised that they replaced the barrel and its adornments. The trunnion and the bolt were not replaced, but PSA did replace the extractor. Now, opposite to mine, PSA did replace the bolt on my gun. They replaced not the entirety of the bolt, just the bolt. The little bit that goes back and forth, the bolt. After a number of weeks, I'd received my gun back, and after some dry firing, discovered it had the same issues. I was having it cut and some other work done to it anyway, so I just had my friend / builder / gunsmith properly relieve the barrel for the extractor while they had pulled it. So he had taken it to a actual gunsmith, like a professional, it's his career gunsmith, to get work done on it. He had him relieve the barrel, so this extractor issue did not keep occurring. Either the barrel reliefs themselves are not being cut correctly, or the barrels are being drilled and populated slightly offset. I think he meant, I don't even know what word he could have meant there. It's slipping my mind. The barrels were set improperly or slightly offset on purpose. They're doing this in a certain, I guess, industrial way. They're being pressed in pin and slightly clocked. It is a manufacturing issue either way. I do not believe that the extractor peens against the barrel when cycling live ammo, only when the chamber is empty. So his theory on this is why the extractor is developing such a large shell for these issues is because on an empty mag, it's smacking right into the mouth of the gun. My first magazine through the gun prior to warranty work, so this was his first experience shooting the gun, was a nightmare, and I was having failures to extract every couple of rounds. I have not experienced any FTEs after the first mag or two, but only have ever ran M193 through the gun. Just wanted to give you a holler, let you know you're not alone, pics included. Here are the pictures, guys. As you see, I did. You should have hopefully saw I was putting pictures and stuff. And here's a video. I'm gonna post a video real quick here. He sent me this video of him shooting the gun. It was at a match. So just watch this real quick, guys, and we'll get back into it.
I see clear. Home.
Okay, so you guys saw that. He was having those same issues I was having in the first videos. Pics included, and this video, actually, you're going to see some of the issues I did have. The photos with a yellow painted wood background and pre-warranty work, or one carbine match, and the other photos after 20-ish times running the action empty, I got back the PSA warranty. Guys, please add him on Instagram, Axton_Devin, AXTON_DEVIN on Instagram. Thanks, guys. And thank you for putting up good content. I appreciate that, Devin. Thank you for letting me use your stuff. Now, we have Perez 1986. I'm going to play a clip of his video here, guys. Thank you.
I think I found what the issue might be, and this might save y'all some heartache. Because I saw a Redditor theorize about this. If you look where I'm pointing, look at that wear. And that's only at 250 rounds. Not even 300. Not even 300. Look at the brass specs. Literally, I thought this thing was under gas, but I think I found out what the issue was. This barrel is clocked incorrectly. Either that, or your extractor is out of spec, Palmetto. One of the two. You tell me that you do quality control on this, and I'll leave the comments for, for everyone viewing. On my other AK556, from which I'm not going to say the manufacturer because it's not about them, I noticed that the clock here, the left side here, was more closer to like 11.5 and 12, and this was on further down. I don't know if you guys just were off just by a degree or two, but my theory is that your extractor is hitting when it's not supposed to. It's physics, when two objects in matter and time are trying to occupy the same time and space. They have a collision. And luckily it's not the head spacing, but the extractor is hitting prematurely or something else. And it's not allowing the extractor to fully function as intended. Hence, energy is being wasted by the extractor and the bolt trying to get the round out that seems like to the user it's undergassed. Because I'm like, wow, when I was shooting this thing, I'm like, why does this feel undergassed? The rounds are only going like not even 2 feet, 3 feet. I suspect, based on where this is going, when you look at the extractor, how it's grabbing, when it's firing and at the same time it's trying to grab, it's fighting, it's wasting energy there. And, I have a lot of AK experience, went over all my AKs for almost a decade now. I love Palmetto, used them for, all my other builds, ARs, systems that are usually more complex when it comes into operation, that if those fail in any reason, they're not just going to work at all. You figure an AK, you probably get a little sloppy on the intolerances and it'll still work. But Palmetto, I hope you see this, because I want, people to get this rectified.
Okay, you guys just saw his video. I had to watch it real quick again. So you saw what I saw, the extractor issue. Another issue of the barrel and the extractor meeting improperly. Like, I'm not going to say that. Never mind, I don't want to say that. So he hypothesized it is wasting energy pulling out of the chamber because the barrel's so rough. The barrel's so rough, guys. That's why in the first videos I figured I'm gonna put CLP in there. I put CLP in there, starts running like an engine. A finely tuned greased engine. Okay, well, not a greased engine, like a greased semi or a greased Bobcat or something. But point being, this shouldn't be occurring with these rifles. These are $1,100 rifles. PSA, like he said, you're doing QC. Now listen, as he said also, I'm a huge PSA enjoyer. I'm a huge PSA enjoyer. I've got many PSA farms. I have a PA-10. That couldn't hit a group to save its life. But I love it. I love it. Okay? I like the gun. It's an Apex Predator gun. But these issues just shouldn't be occurring, guys. Would I recommend you buy this? Like most PSA products, probably. But unlike this one, you need to wait. You need to wait till they get it right. Okay, I don't know who it was that said, we gotta get it right. We're gonna get it right. PSA, you need to go off that mantra and get it right. Because, it's not the ammo. It's not the mag, as a lot of you people are suggesting. Quality ammo. Quality ammo. Quality ammo. Run 1,000 rounds of brass through this thing, and it still has issues. I've run 2,000 rounds of steel case through this thing, and it still has issues. So to tell me it's the ammo isn't the case. I get a lot of you boomer fuds. They're like, well, I have my SLR 106 I bought for 40 bucks in 2004. Well, this ain't that time anymore, old man. We got to deal with this. This is our future. That's not a bad thing, by the way. I appreciate everything PSA is doing. I appreciate the help they've given me in these videos. I'm sure they'll be a little upset by this, but PSA, when you watch this, if you watch this, just know I'm gonna keep buying your stuff. I appreciate what you guys do, and I love your company. I enjoy it. I'm a big PSA enjoyer. I've said this in the past. But these issues need to be addressed, and I'm gonna compile some, and hopefully as this video goes through, I get a lot of this stuff through. Okay, and before we end the video, guys, let's give a shout out to the people that helped us real quick. Before we get to them though, give me a follow on the Instagram, a good enough gunner at Instagram. I'll put the link down in the description. You guys give me a follow. Would appreciate, but you don't have to, but it would help. Now, let's give a shout out to these guys real quick for letting me use their footage and their help in this investigation. Axton Devin, or Devin Axton. You can follow him on Instagram at Axton_Devin, AXTON_Devin, DEVIN. He's a competition shooter. You guys should go give him a follow for helping me make this video with his footage. And N. Perez 1986, probably the year he was born. Go give him a follow at YouTube. He's the other fellow. Very few people have made videos on this gun. I'm pretty much the only one with any substantial viewership. N. Perez 1986. NPEREZ. I read that right? NPEREZ 1986. You guys should go give him a follow. Remember, give me a follow. Instagram.com. A good enough gunner. I don't post there a lot, but we got to do something, right? Also, sorry if this video seems really schizo-y, guys. I just can't help that, It's just a bit of that finesse. As we go through, you're going to see certain segments, certain videos, B-roll, pictures, so on and etc. of other things and so on and such. Like I said, one more time, thank you for everybody helping me, and thank you all for watching. I really appreciate this. Give me, guys, subscribe. I got a lot of plans in the future. I got a lot of big things, big Israel level things. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. But you should give me a follow because we got future plans. We're gonna have to get through this winter though. It's a little rough. It's gonna be a pretty bad flood. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe, so on and such. Anyway, bye.